Sorry, give me 1 second. Processed gluten. Oh! So, what is the... I don't even know what I'm trying to ask. I guess, like, what is the solution for that? How do they help medicate that? Or do they? Autoimmune disease. Really? No, I'm learning something new here right now. I did not know that. Okay. A change of diet and meds. Oh, okay, but no cure. Ah, Jesus. I'm sorry, Juan. That's not fun. I hope that your doctors can get you on some decent medication to help with it at least. And now with gluten, I feel like that's one thing a lot of people are... One thing that I notice people are having more and more issues with is gluten. Even more restricted. Jeez. I'm sorry, Vaughn. That's not fun. Nobody ever wants to have to do that. Oh, and that's exactly it, right? Like, as far as I know, it is in almost everything, right? So it's like, I know at one point my brother-in-law has, like, he was having a real issue with it. And I don't know... It's been a while since I've seen him because the last few times I have been home, he wasn't there. He didn't come down to my parents. He stayed at home, so I don't know... I don't really know how he's been doing with everything. But I know at one point it was really hard for him to find stuff that he could eat. There we go. Clean that up. There we go. Much better. Much cleaner. The way it should be. Expensive, yeah, and that's what I've heard over time, Vaughn, is that it's not cheap. It's not cheap, which is ridiculous. Because it's not like it's you're choosing to do that because you have to, not because you want to, right? Like, so for it to cost extra, yeah, that's a bit of a raw deal. All right, start down here. Alright. Keep moving. Let the pen do the work. Now where is gluten-free flour is $8 to $10? Holy shit. And how big of a bag is that? I guess that's another important question. Like, do you get the same amount that you would get from a normal bag of flour, or no? My guess is probably not. Small. Of course it is. Yeah, why would they give you a decent sized bag for that? See, that's the thing that irritates me, right? Is like when you have to make those lifestyle changes, then the options that you are left with are expensive as all hell. So it's like, what the fuck? Like, I know I went through some of that after some of my surgeries and like testing the waters with food and stuff again. And there were, at times we were really trying to try, you know, like different things and see what worked for me, right? And some of that stuff was fucking expensive. Like, I remember at one point there was a certain toast or bread that my mom was buying because it was easier for my body to digest. And at that time, I had already been, like, my insides were already restricted, so we were trying to find all the easiest things that my body could break down. And that bread that my mom bought, it was like a small loaf, but I remember it being expensive as all hell. There we go. Full transparency, the part that I hate about doing this is curves like this. Because they feel like they're fucking never ending. Even though you do, you know, you start in one spot, you eventually work to the end of it, right? You do get through it, but at times you feel like you're just not fucking getting anywhere. And then you've got that mental side of it where you know this is the last step, right? You know after this it's done. So you just want it to be done quicker, right? But you can't, unfortunately, rush it because then you could potentially make a mistake. And if you make a mistake at this point, you're not going to be happy. And I know that for a fact. So I'm literally just trying to not go gung-ho, you know what I mean? Or Whole Foods for gluten. And right, and that's the other sort of aspect of it too, is like not all grocery stores carry the same stuff, right? That's like that became glaringly obvious to me recently within some of the grocery stores I've gone into. Like one up here called Zehrs. I happened to walk down one aisle, and the amount of like different bottled sauces that they have there blew my fucking mind. They had way more selection and variety than like my normal grocery store I go to. And then I was in another one the other weekend, and it was fancy. Oh, all right. Let's have a look. We just went through here and up around that, so that's done. The rest of the wing is good. Down through here is good. Let's do around this toe. That side is good. Okay, so then do this. Flip that, and just go back down this side, just for good measure. There we go. All right. Do 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 do. Okay. Go up this side. Right here. There we go. A little smidgen of gold through here. Cook that out of there. Thankfully, this side of the wing is not so bad. This is a lot cleaner than the other side was, so I'm happy about that. Where? Start here. Able to find food without dextrose, so gluten-free. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that just adds another element to that puzzle that you didn't need. There we go. There we go. Now check the outside. And then once that's cleaned up, then we're done. Yeah, I'm glad that I've decided to just take these one at a time, because with the making sure that the coats are even and then going back through over that, you know, going over stuff like this afterwards, it does take some time. But the one thing I do appreciate about doing this is it does give you guys a real good glimpse into what I do and how I keep everything as clean as I do. So it can be done, just sometimes, like you know, like a lot of things in life, it takes just a little bit of work, a little bit of effort, a little bit of time and patience. There we go. And thankfully, this entire ring out here is not a mess. So far, it really only looks like just very minor patches that I kind of got a little bit of gold out here, not much. So I'll take it. There we go, come around this one. And yeah, it's really only on that inside edge, because that's the closest area to where I was staining, so I mean that makes sense. Maybe just like a dab here. Clean that out. Where else? Down here maybe? And maybe just a tiny bit here. Make that nice and dark again. Much better. Sorry, I'm trying to use the light and just make sure I've got everything that we can. I want to make sure it's as good as I can make it. Just this edge right there. Maybe just right there. Yeah, right here. Yeah, that's, wait. Yeah, that's much better. Much better. Much cleaner. Twice since I found out and dealt with. Oh, I'm sorry, Vaughn. That's not fun. That's not fun. I hope that you're able to find solutions or substitutes pretty quick, because I know that trial and error with food sucks. Nobody likes to do that. Oh, but we are done, folks. Another almost 4 hours. Hey, Paige! Happy Wednesday, Paige. How you doing? Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to yawn. Tomorrow. Oh, okay, nice. Taking a short break. I'm glad you're taking a break, Paige. It is going pretty decent over here. We just finished another coaster, actually. Literally just finished doing all of my cleanup around the edges and everything with the burning pen. So this one is now officially finished. So now we've got 2 of these done in stunning gold. So yeah, no, not a bad day. Not a bad day. Thank you, Vaughn. Thank you, Paige. I really like it. I really like it. I'll grab the Triceratops. Then I'll grab the Tyrannosaurus as well, just so we have a bit of a contrast. But yeah, the gold was a really nice decision, a really nice touch, and thankfully, I didn't have to do anything to it. It's literally just straight gold, thinned out, and it's doing the trick. It's definitely making the magic happen. So yeah, I'm really, really glad that I decided to do it, because this. I can't get enough of that. I think it's the fact that it's a reflective surface on a piece of wood. Like, long enough to post the pics. Oh, that's okay, Vaughn. Take your time. Right? It's like, I think that's what appeals, or is so appealing to me, is the fact that it is like a metallic shine on something that doesn't shine like that, right? It looks good, don't get me wrong, but to see that compared to that, I much prefer the gold, if I'm honest. The plain burned doesn't look bad at all. It doesn't look bad. But if I want to do something to elevate it and make them look better, I'm going to put the gold in there. 110% every time. Oh. Right? But how's your work day been, Paige? How has Wednesday been treating you at work? I kind of have a suspicion that it's been crazy over there today. Oh, excuse me. Oh. It does, right, Vaughn? It does sort of add a little bit more depth to it, right? It almost kind of does look like a gold coin almost inserted into the wood. And I like that look. I really like that. Very clean. Oh, it hasn't been crazy. Oh, that's good. Hey, steady for a Wednesday is good. Steady means that, hopefully means that the clock has been going by quicker, or time has been going by quicker. It's the slow days that are the worst, because they crawl. And when days crawl like that, oh my god. You look at the clock, 1 second, Feels like half an hour's gone by and it's only been like 5 minutes. I hate those. Oh, there we go. Oh. Right? Yeah, exactly. Those are painful. Those days are just painful. Oh, if my phone wants to cooperate with me here. What the hell? Twitch, what are you doing, man? What day it was for a while until I looked at Twitch. I hate when that happens. You don't even, like, you just forget flat out what day it is of the week, and you don't remember what you've done, you don't remember what you need to do, and it's just like, okay, chaos in my brain. I hate when that happens. That was, like, actually yesterday was kind of a day like that. Paige, it's the way time has been flying. Not even like the last couple months, like this entire year has been screaming by. Cause I'm trying to think back to like earlier in the year and the stuff I was doing then, and how quick time has just creeped up on me, man. Like, right, Paige? Like, I literally had a thought this morning while I was getting ready. I was like, I should start, putting away some money for Christmas. And then I sort of paused and stopped in my tracks, and I was like, what the fuck? I was like, I'm already thinking about planning to put money away for Christmas. I was like, where the fuck did this year go? Like, what the hell? It's like I was saying earlier, Fan Expo, right, for me is not this weekend, but next weekend. Like that's coming up so fast. I feel like I'm not ready. Even though I'm not going for anything specific or anything like that. It's just like mentally, it's just like holy shit, like that's so quick. And for like, this is going into a bit of the old man homeowner sort of stuff here. Like I kept telling myself at the beginning of the year, right, when it was like April, when the thaw was happening, winter was disappearing, right? I told myself I'm gonna do a bag of fertilizer on the lawn early, and I'll get another bag later in the fall, right? We're getting to that point. I'm literally already getting to that point. So it's like I think tomorrow I'll be doing that, right? I'll be going and buying that bag of fertilizer and having it and probably put it down on the grass, right? But it's like that time creeped up on me so fast. I thought, oh no, it's April, March, right? I got tons of fucking time. Just put the first bag down, no big deal, right? Blow through the summer. Now we're already halfway through August. Like, Jesus. And the reason I want to do it sort of like now, right, is to give that fertilizer and the grass a chance to sort of give it a bit of a boost, right, before the winter, so that it comes back strong next year. Exactly, Paige, right? Like it does not feel like the middle of August. It absolutely does not feel this late in the year. In my mind, I feel like we're still in June. Like weather-wise, temperature-wise, it's bright and sunny most days. I literally, my mind, I look outside and I feel like, yeah, I'm in June, right? This is a nice June, right? But then it's like, nah, we're past June, we're past July, almost past August now. Like, WT fuck. It's insane. Labor Day is 2.5 weeks away, which means my